Welcome to 2x4 Hardcore, episode 26. No anniversary update yet. Hey guys, so on this episode I'm going to be having a couple different segments. The first one is going to be an Ordering Chaos segment, and as you can tell from the name of the episode, this is the 1 year anniversary of Ordering Chaos. It's been out for 365 days. And there had been a lot of speculation that maybe Gameloft would finally release PvP arenas for this update, but there's been no indication of that so far. So on this episode, instead of showing what I wanted to show, which was PvP arenas, I can't. So instead, I'm going to be showing two different things. One of which is something I promised before, and it's with my mage. I'm going to be showing how to clear Naswa's prison on normal mode as a mage. I would show this on legend, but I've been told that it's become a lot harder now, and I don't even have the right gear for it yet. So I'm just going to be showing how to clear the dungeon and maybe solo one or two of the bosses. We'll see. And that'll be sped up, and my voice will be commentating over that. And also for Ordering Chaos today, I will be showing more of sailing the lower city on my monk. And instead of showing a dungeon legend run again, which I've already shown on a past episode, instead I'm going to be showing how to run it on normal solo. And the best way I found this to do is as a monk. I'm sure you could do it as a mage if you're fully geared, but I was able to do it with my monk, and I'm probably gonna just show like how to kill a few of the mobs, but I may just run past them and relog. And I'm mainly just gonna show how to solo the final boss, Ka Anyata, on normal mode as a monk, and that'll be sped up with my voice over it. After that, I will be showing more Mass Effect Infiltrator gameplay, and you guys will see a few different things I haven't shown before on it, like some of the weapons and abilities that you can buy from the shop, so you can look forward to that. And finally, I will be talking about a new game that was just announced in a new segment. And this segment is going to have a bunch of gaming news and just shoutouts and certain stuff that I want to talk about. And I will be filming this all on my iPad, so you can visually see what I'm talking about. So that's going to be the episode for today. I hope you guys enjoy it. And I just wanted to wish Ordering Chaos a happy birthday or anniversary, whichever you want to say. Alright guys, so as promised, I'm going to be showing gameplay of how to clear Naswa's prison on normal mode. And I'm just going to walk you guys through this while I speed it up. So basically what you're going to want to do is put on rock armor and the original frost shield spell, and then use Windwalker and run through the first few mobs there. And usually I use the plunking glove to get them all together and to attack you. And then I put up permafrost, and when they're all slowed down I used frost blast and then fire blast. And these mobs don't have very much health because it's normal mode for when a level 60 is attacking. So basically you can just use those two spells over and over, or you can use Rock Piercing and Fire Barrage, and you should be able to get them down within a few hits. Now you need to make sure that you conserve your mana while you're doing this, because you can lose your mana very easily, as you can see in my gameplay here. So after you get through those first few mobs, you go to the second ones, and those ones are mostly skeletons and wolves and just undead people walking around. So you're just going to do the same thing, use the plunging glove. If you have permafrost cooled down, use it immediately. And if you don't, just use frost blast, and you have a high percentage chance of freezing them and being able to attack them easily. And once you get those ones down, you can go on to the next ones, which are mostly humanoids. These ones have a little more health and they will hit harder, and they do have a tendency to stun you. So I recommend putting up permafrost immediately and then using frost blast and fire barrage over and over. And you should be able to get them down after a few seconds anyways. And at this point I started to run out of mana when I got to the skeletons near the first boss. So you saw me eating bread there a few times, but you're gonna want to try to conserve your mana and have mana pots if you can. I only have the small ones. I should have gotten the large ones before, but you get through the skeletons, and it took me a while because of my mana, but eventually I got them down. And then you can choose to do the first boss or not, but as a mage it's a lot harder for me, so I chose not to do it. And then you're gonna go up the stairs towards the second and third boss, and at first you'll see these skeletons, and then you'll see some wolves. So you'll take out the skeletons first, and if your plunking glove has enough range, you can get the wolves as well. So you just use the same spell combo, and you should be able to get them down fairly easily. For the next mob, you should make sure that you have enough mana for it, because it consumes your mana a lot to take down these mobs. These ones are mostly humanoids and orcs, and they're all naked, but you're going to want to run through them and just use plunking glove. And these ones took a lot longer for me because they are stronger, but eventually I got them down. And those are the last mobs you can do without beating Ariel, the second boss. He takes a lot more time to actually defeat, and it's probably really hard for a mage to do. Maybe a monk could do it, or a more experienced mage, I'm not sure. Maybe even a warrior on normal. But I wouldn't have been able to solo him. Anyways, you can also see the water here. The water on the iPad has looked good ever since the new dungeon update, but right here it kind of looks unnatural. It just looks like an ocean is in there, and it should just look like leaky water, but I guess GameLoft didn't really think about that when they changed all of the water in the whole world. So anyways, that's basically all you can do. Right here I showing the old glitch where you could get through the doors and get to the mobs and Cosmo without defeating Ariel. And basically you just run through the wall and use Windwalker, then you log off and log back on. And when you log back on, you want to try to put your finger forward so that you can move forward into the door. You only have like a few seconds to do it, but as you can see here, it looks like GameLoft patched it and I wasn't able to do it. So yeah, that's the Noswa's prison run on my mage. I know it's like, what, 6 or 7 months old now, but I just wanted to show you guys some of the spells that I use and have a little commentary on it. So I hope you like this little segment, and I will be doing more normal runs solo and maybe even team runs on Legend in the future with my mage. Alright guys, so as promised, I'm going to be showing a quick solo guide to soloing Salen the Lower City as a monk. I'm first going to start with my gear. My gear is mainly the same as you saw it last time. One new addition is my Red Trophy Seeker's Skirt of Water, which has 27 stamina. And I actually found this at the Heretics near Suspended City, thanks to Flo. We were farming and he won the role, but he was nice enough to give it to me because he knew that I wanted as much water gear as I could get, so thanks Flo. But anyways, so this is my attributes right now with this gear. 6,657 HP, and I'm still trying to get the Bar Striker's Honor Trinket, which would give me an extra 200 HP. So for these first few mobs, you're going to want to have as much HP as you can, even if it's on normal, and make sure you buff up because that helps a lot. So I'm just going to do like 1 or 2 mobs here and then skip the rest probably, but I wanted to show how to do this. So I'm using Tiger Claw Strike and Dragon Tail Kick mostly, and a little bit of Mantis Cudgel. You're not going to want to heal yourself as much. I mean, you don't really need to as much, but as you can see, like at certain points when you can, it's good to. And you're just going to want to try to get their health down as fast as you can. And let's see, they're level 48 and 49 mobs, so they're fairly easy. Taking me a little longer because like I don't have the best crit, but if I was a mage, this would probably go a lot faster, but again, I wouldn't have any health. So let's see, let's just get this mob down here, and I'm going to show you guys this glitch that a lot of people are doing. I'm not sure if it works anymore, but if it does, I'll be going through the dungeon that way, and so this will be a guide on how to do that. And if not, then you can just run and relog over and over until you get past all the mobs. So just get this level 48 down. And as you can see, like, I could do all the mobs in the dungeon on normal, but it would take forever. So I recommend just not doing that. And this guy asked me if I need a water cloak. I'll say, yeah, how much? Alright. So let's see. This was a glitch right here. I want to avoid this mob. Right here, you would jump through this curtain, and you'd be able to get on the roof. I think GameOff might have patched it. That's why I'm not sure if it's working or not. So you'd be able to get on the roof and then just walk on this path right here, and you'd be outside of the map essentially. You could go all the way to the secret bosses right here, and then you have to go through the cave and up to the boss. But I think GameOff has fixed it, so this was an easy way to do the dungeon on Legend and normal, but GameOff has fixed it, so I won't be able to be doing that today. So I'm just gonna skip through this part, and the next segment you'll see will be sped up with me against the boss and my commentary in the background, so stay tuned. Alright, so now I'm going to be commentating the rest of the dungeon and me facing Ka Anyata solo on my monk on normal mode. And as you can see here, it's in super speed. And at the beginning, I kind of messed up trying to get into this glitch where you can skip past that little gate that you have to kill the first boss at to get through. You can just run past there, and I had a little trouble at first. But anyways, the reason I sped this up is, you'll see at the end, it's because the boss takes forever, even on normal. If you see some of the Legend runs, it takes an incredibly long time as well. So I think it took me around like 10 minutes to beat him, but right here you see me going through the mobs and just running past them, not even attempting them. And at one point I used prayer for like a second, because that's a move that you don't need to be standing to cast. Like some of the moves like Ring of Healing and Rapid Healing, you need to stand to cast it, but for prayer you can just press it once and it heals me almost all the way when I had like 3/4 health, just for like 1 second. So that's helpful. So you just run through all those mobs, then eventually you see me log off, and I log back on, and that of course gets rid of all the aggro. And then I run through the cave and past the minotaurs right there, and I have to log off again because I don't want to keep getting aggro. Then I log on again, of course, and then I see the boss, and he's a level 51, I think. I'm not really sure. I'm not even looking at the video right now. So you see his vines first, and I have explained this before, but you want to try to get the vines down as fast as you can. And actually at the beginning there you saw me change some of my gear, and I changed into some healing gear because you don't really need water gear for this. And I mean, like, water gear would be nice because then you keep your health, but I'm a healer, so basically you want to get mana gear, and the best kind of mana gear is the 6 out of 6 epic rune gear, which increases a lot of wisdom, which of course increases mana. So I switched into some of that, and then I brought down the vines, and you bring them down one at a time. They don't hit too hard, but you do need to heal yourself every few seconds. Actually, especially on Legend, but on normal, like, you don't need to heal as much, of course. And I got them down before the boss was ready to become unleashed, so that's expected from a normal run. And then he starts attacking, and he just does normal attacks at first, just not really anything special actually. Basically you're going to want to use all your melee skills here, including Dragon Tail Kick and Mantis Cudgel. You don't want to use Mantis Cudgel as much because unless you have like the crit for it, the bonus crit, then you're going to want to use it, but it just wastes mana and he doesn't even get stuns, so I don't recommend using it that much. And eventually I figured that out in this battle. You're going to want to use Arrow of Faith a lot because that gets his health down like 300 each hit, just about. So you don't want to use those military moves. And I was watching my mana here, and when your mana gets down low, you're going to want to use Arrow of Faith and just wait for mana pots to recharge, or use Divine Breath. Divine Breath, you're going to want to use it and then use your Dragon Tail Kick because that does like around 1,000 crit on the enemy. and while it's recharging, it'll keep recharging until it stops, so I recommend using at least one of those during that point. So you just want to use those military skills over and over, and when it gets down, you use Arrow of Faith. And as you can see here, it's taking me a really long time. It's sped up, so you can imagine how long it would take if it wasn't sped up. So just watch your mana, use military skills, and heal yourself frequently. Alright, and throughout the battle, another attack he does is he clones himself, and you can see the little clones in the background, and they actually do a substantial amount of damage on Legend and even normal. So what you're going to want to do is use that plunking glove if you have it, and just take them all out in 1 second, and make sure you do that quickly because you'll lose health fast. And if you don't have that, you'll have to individually kill them, but that may be harder because they hit pretty hard. So his health goes down constantly throughout the battle, and eventually he gets down to a point where he just brings out the clones one last time, and then he starts doing his final spell, which decreases the monk or mage's mana. So he doesn't do as much effect on normal mode, but on Legend you can imagine how quickly he could bring down my mana. So right here you're just going to want to make sure not to do Dragon Tail Kick as much, and only use it mostly when you have full Divine Breath. And just use Arrow of Faith over and over, and right here I started running out of mana because of his moves and because I was not using my moves smartly. But eventually you get down his health all the way, and I was able to do that, and I finished him off with one last Dragon Tail Kick, and he was done for. So as you can see here, this is not for people without the 6 out of 6 to try. I mean, you can attempt it, but you'll probably fail at it if you're not a monk. I'm sure mages could do this, but you'd have to probably have a monk with you. Warriors could probably do this as well. Just make sure that you health pot yourself. And rangers, this would be pretty much impossible to solo. So I think monk is the easiest thing to do because you can rejuvenate your health and your power, and that's why monks are my favorite class. But yeah, so that's how you solo the dungeon by yourself. Of course you can go through all the mobs if you want to, but I didn't because it just takes too much time and it's worthless because it's normal mobs. But I hope you guys enjoyed this segment on how to solo the final boss in Salem the Lower City. And if a new dungeon comes out, or if I become more experienced on my other characters, I will be showing more dungeon runs in the future. Alright guys, so today I'm going to be showing more Mass Effect Infiltrator, and I've actually gotten past the part that I was at before I lost all my game data. And before I show you that, I just wanted to show the store feature, which I haven't showed in the past. I wanted to show the kind of cool things you could get. So basically, here are the weapons. You can upgrade them and buy new ones. Right now there's only 4 of them, and I've upgraded both of these twice, only this one once. And the 4th weapon that I bought for 3,000 is the beam. And I'm going to upgrade it to level 2. And as you can see here, it says ionized cones deliver enhanced accuracy, jinking the M333's beam focus blades into rapid rotation to deliver a tighter blast helix without sacrificing stop beam power. I'm not sure if they added this with the update, but I hadn't seen it before this, so they might have. But it's a really good gun so far, so I'm just going to upgrade it so it does more damage. And you can upgrade it for only 500 credits. And the next level would be 1,000 credits, so I'm going to have to work toward that. Also, you can get abilities, like you can upgrade Sprint, Cloak, and a Slide, which is an ability you haven't gotten yet. Or I haven't gotten yet, at least. Helmets, you can choose to go no helmet. Or you can choose one of these, and this one's Infiltrator. And it does plus 3% headshot damage, plus 3% weapon damage, and plus 3% shield strength. And these ones can be really helpful. I'm probably going to end up getting this one, the offense one, and that looks really cool. But you can kind of see a preview of what they look like. Alright, and let's see, biotics. These are some of the skills that I barely ever use. One of them is Pull. There's also Leash, Storm, and Salvo. I'm not sure about any of those, but if I get those, I will definitely show it to you guys. Melee, we already have Punch and Push. The next one is Charge, which I assume is teleporting to an enemy. And Armor. So now you can see like what the different armor looks like. This one is plus 10% biotic damage, plus 10% health. I might end up getting that one. Plus 10% cloak charge time, and Infiltrator, which is the one I have now. So I will definitely work on getting those. But I just wanted to show you guys some gameplay of where I am right now, and this is actually a boss fight. So I haven't faced this boss yet, so I may not do well, but I'll do my best. Alright, so there's a little cutscene here, and you enter in this room, and there's this machine, and a boss is going to be coming out of it right now. Yep. Alright, so I'm not really sure how to beat the boss here. I've just been running around and trying to get to cover, but the cover disappears after a while. So I'm going to try to attack him here, see what happens. I'm really not sure what to do here. Let me try my beam that I got recently. It looks like he can't see me here, so... Oh, look, I got part of his health down here. I'm not really sure where his weak spot is, but it looks like I got him down substantially. So I'm going to switch to shotgun and try to get behind some cover when he does those attacks. See if I can survive. No, whoa. And he blew up the cover. Wow, this is crazy. It's like the hardest boss. I'm not sure if this is the final boss, actually. This could be the final boss. But he's really hard so far. Alright, let me try the beam again, because I don't know what's going on here. He's running toward me. No, cloak. I need to get cloak. Alright, let me try this. I want to try it on him. I'm not sure where his weakness is. Like, I'm trying to hit all these spots, and I don't really know. Alright, let me try. I'm not sure what his weakness is. I'm just running around here, just like trying to do my best. Alright. Oh, there we go. Looks like he's in his third stage now. Or something. I'm not really sure. Alright. He got in his third stage for a second. Alright. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to hit his head or what. I'm really doing my best here, guys. Alright. I'm gonna get into some cloaking again and try this. See if it does anything at all. It's not doing anything. This is a really weird boss fight. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. I'm just gonna run every time he tries to do something. Let me try to hit him there. Whoa. Calm down, buddy. It's okay. I don't mean any harm, alright? Oh, there we go. These devices on him. That's what his weakness was. Alright. I got it now. So you have to try to hit the devices. Okay. And then he keeps getting new ones, so I'm not sure what to do. And it looks like he keeps getting them back, so... Alright, oh, and you can keep hitting the devices, so... Alright. Alright, so then he, like, rejuvenates, and then you have to keep hitting the devices and blow them out, pretty much, I guess, over and over. Alright, I finally figured this out. And at this point, he doesn't attack you, so... I'm just gonna see if anything I do does any damage right here. I'm not sure if it does. I'll just keep running with the shotgun, I guess. Oh, they're back. Okay, so I recommend using the rifle here when he's doing that move, and try to shoot down those devices he has. Whoa. Oh my god. Alright guys, I think I figured this out here, the combination that you're supposed to be doing. So I'm in, I don't know what to call it, sneak right now. And basically you just blow those out, and then you use your sniper, and it'll show the area where you're supposed to hit. So right here, you're supposed to hit that thing over and over. So basically you're just gonna want to get these things down, and eventually you'll get them down all the way. Alright guys, so I got him down to a critical stage here because I kept hitting that back button thing, and it looks like he's gonna either die here or do another move. Looks like he's locking me in. He's not very happy. Alright, so it looks like this is the final stage. And this looks like the hardest stage to me. Alright, not really sure what to be doing here. I'm gonna go into cloaking because this is scary. Whoa, whoa there, buddy. Alright, he's mad, I can tell. Alright, I just shot out that thing that he has. I'm just gonna run around. This is scary. No, get away from me. No, run away. Alright, I'm not really sure what to do. Oh, there, that thing. There, I shot that out. And now he should just be down to his normal health without any shielding. So let's see if he is. There he is, yep, he's down to his normal health except for shielding. So I should be able to get him down all the way, and yep, he's down. I beat the boss. I didn't think I'd be able to beat him. Alright, so let's see what I got here. Veteran, 1800 credits, and I got 3 stars on all of that. Wow, that's good. I've never done that well. Alright, so I'm going to continue here and see where we're supposed to go next. Alright, so if there is another level here, then I'll probably end the segment right here and show more next episode. So let's just see where we're supposed to go. Not really sure. Oh, there we go. Alright, just had to receive the intel there. And it looks like it could be a new level here, so I think I'm just gonna end the segment right here for Mass Effect, but thanks guys for watching this part right here. Alright, so this is the new segment that I'm going to be doing, which is mainly gaming news and shoutouts, which I will be showing on my iPad. So, first of all, as you can see here, this is a new photo, and this was released a few days ago by Gameloft on their Twitter page. And basically, let's see the tweet. I'm not sure if it's still up. Right here. It says, "It's Ordering Chaos 1-year anniversary. Here's an artwork to thank you all for your support. Stay tuned for more surprises." And then this photo right here is the surprise that they showed us. Now, as you can see here, it says Ordering Chaos 1-year anniversary, and then there's this huge dragon. Now, usually when we see artwork like this, we expect new content, and either this could be out of the blue and they're just trying to make it look cool, just add a dragon that doesn't even exist in the game, or this could mean something more. Now, from the looks of it, as you can see, it looks like the sky is in Rift, and you can kind of see the lava right there. So this may be centered around Rift, and it's one of two things that I see. Either it's an expansion, and that would probably entitle the level 70 level cap, and this could be one of the bosses that you have to fight for one of the quests, or more likely, it's going to be the new Rift dungeon, and this could be one of the bosses in the Rift dungeon. Obviously, he's a dragon, and we've seen dragons in dungeons before. Actually, in Relic's Key, Allure Regil was a dragon, and also Capitular in Aristar's Temple, he was also a dragon. And now we're seeing this third dragon who could be in the new dungeon. So he looks like he could be a challenge. I mean, this, obviously, there's not much information right now. In fact, there's none. Gameloft could be announcing this in a few days, whatever it is. Or maybe they just made this exclusive artwork just so they could do something for the Ordering Chaos 1-year anniversary. It's kind of disappointing because I, as well as many others, wanted a PvP arena, and we don't get to have that. So, I mean, we're just going to have to deal with this for now. But yeah, this artwork is pretty cool, and if they do introduce this, I will be telling you guys about it on the show. Alright, so that's the Ordering Chaos news. Now I'm going to get into something on the Ordering Chaos forum, actually, and it's right here. So this was a topic on the forum, and it's a topic that I have talked about on the show a while ago, I think last December, on one of the first few episodes, and that was about scamming in Ordering Chaos. So this was made by Abevious. He's been on the show before, and basically the topic is about this guy named RK Game from the Arcadian Forest server. And if you've seen him in the game, you've seen him with full epics, full dungeon epics, like the Crystal Skull Dagger, the new Monk Cloak, which is a notable one, He basically has all of the epics on all of his characters, and there's been a lot of suspicion around this. Right here you can see he has multiple different characters. So he has Vorpal, Swamp Fury, Rajil's Staff, 2 Claws, Sensaya on Tank and Ranger, and both epic robes from the new dungeon. Now, we have only seen those epic robes twice, probably. I mean, I've only seen reports of 2 of them on the forum, of them actually dropping, and this guy would be the 3rd. So somehow this guy was able to achieve all these epics by running the dungeon, which, and I'm not sure about the math about this, but that would probably take a few thousand runs to actually get all of this epic gear. And it's suspected that GameLoft is actually giving this player epics for free. He knows someone from GameLoft and he's just getting these epics. This has been an ongoing problem with GameLoft, and many people have gotten epics in the past few months, ever since Dungeons came out actually, and this guy has continued to get epics. And Beavis goes on to talk about respect and how GameLoft is just giving it to him for free, which is completely unfair to the people who have never seen an epic in their life. I've run hundreds of dungeons and I haven't seen a single epic. So if this guy can get 10 or whatever epics, there's something really wrong here. Now, this is really interesting. Ninalar, one of the admins from GameLoft, said, "Okay, people, let's not speculate here. Do you have any proof that the player RK was given the stuff he possesses? If so, give it to me. If not, please stop speculating without any proof. This is a delicate matter and we can't just talk with no proof. Best regards." And from that, either one of 2 things I see. Either Ninalar is covering his butt and GameLoft is giving out these free epics, but they don't want to be caught about it, or Ninalar is being genuine and she really doesn't know. I don't know if it's a he or she, but it really doesn't know if epics are being distributed here, and he wants proof. So I really don't think that RK is getting these legitimately, and I've seen all his epics on all his characters, and it's just simply not possible to get all of these. This has really gone on enough, and GameLoft has done this far too much. If this continues, this could be the downfall of the game. If they keep giving out free epics for basically nothing. I don't really know the whole story about it, but I think it's just morally wrong, and GameLoft is really doing wrong here. Alright, so that's the Ordering Chaos news today. Now I'm going to get into a new game that was announced, and this is by GameLoft, and it is a sequel to, is actually a sequel to the second game of the series. So I'm just gonna let you guys watch the trailer, and then I'll talk a little bit about it and tell you what I think. So yeah, just sit back, relax, and enjoy this trailer.
This is SQ1 to actual. Do you read? Over.
5x5 SQ1, what's your status?
Orbital position beginning approach. Please confirm landing coordinates for San Francisco.
Confirm. Signal acquired. Speed and trajectory adjustments uploaded. You're clear for descent. And thank you for
Damn it! This is SQ1! Wait, coming down fast! Actual, do you copy? Actual!
There's a little lag here, sorry guys. Alright, I'm not really sure what's happening, but as you can see here, it is Nova 3, the sequel to 2 of GameLoft's biggest games, Nova 1 and Nova 2, of course. And so this is the only information we have about it right now, but apparently some of the big websites have, some of the big YouTube people have gotten access to this game and they've been playing it, and they'll be posting their impressions soon. So as you can see here, it's apparently supposed to be the same character from the first two named Hal Warden, and he fights for the Near Orbit Vanguard Alliance. It's like this organization that is supposed to stop the aliens, I guess. And this is obviously a copy of Halo, but this one is actually looking a lot like another game, which many people have said, which is Crisis, and it's having a Crisis sort of look to it. There's a few different things about this. First of all, I don't know if you could see it, but the graphics in this have exponentially improved. A lot of people thought that Nova 3 would be an Unreal Engine game, but actually Gameloft has just improved on their own engine, and they were able to pull off amazing graphics without having to use the actual Unreal Engine, which is pretty awesome. Also, it said that that was actual footage, so that could possibly be iPhone footage that they recorded, or just it could be from their computers and just looks nice now. Another thing to point out is that this game is now taking place on Earth in San Francisco. And from this trailer, basically you saw him crash land, and it wasn't really clear what the cause of the crash was, but he lands in San Francisco, and I'm not really sure why he's going to Earth, but it seems like there could be another alien threat there, or maybe the humans have all gone rogue or something. But they've never talked about Earth in the previous two games, so I'm not really sure what the storyline is going to be here, but it didn't look like anyone was chasing him in that trailer, and I didn't see any threat to the world yet. But it looks like it's going to be mainly taking place in San Francisco, so we'll just have to see how that goes. Also, a lot of people are hoping for a multiplayer aspect to this game, which it most likely will have. All three modern combats and both of the Novas had multiplayer, and it improves every time. So I'm hoping for new maps, which will probably all be in San Francisco. I'm guessing there's going to be new guns. We didn't see any guns in this trailer. Also, it's looking like there could be vehicles. You saw him in the airship there, and we could have the ability to fly airships in the single player and hopefully the multiplayer as well, which will be really interesting, and that'll bring sort of a Battlefield look to a space shooter. So we'll just have to see how this turns out. And also, Gameloft has announced that it's not a freemium game, thank God. So there won't be any in-app purchases at first, and you're going to have to pay $7 presumably to get this game, and then you'll be able to play it for free unless they do a map expansion, which they've done with a lot of their FPSs so far. So there's limited information on this, and we're not really sure of a release date yet, but it looks really, really interesting, and I can't wait to start playing this game and show you guys gameplay of it on the show. Now I'm just going to talk a little bit about some of the comments on my videos. One of them is actually someone wanted a shout out, and I had promised her a shout out before. So this person, Spirit Mob 344, I know in Ordering Chaos, and she commented on my most recent video, and she wanted a shout out to her guild and Observer's Market. I'm not really sure what her guild and Observer's Market is, but I know her name is Vashira, and she has a friend named Henrique who she wanted me to shout out as well. So thanks guys for watching the show all the way in Observer's Market. I really appreciate more people than just everyone in Arcadian Forest and Whispering Islands watching the show and giving me feedback. So thanks Vashira for taking the time to comment on this video, and I want to give a huge shout out to Observer's Market on the European server. Alright, so this guy, Ahavik45, he wanted to ask a question of the day. What is your mage build, not numbers? So I'm going to be showing my mage. Thanks Ahavik for asking that question about what my mage build is, and I'm happy to show it to you guys. So I'm mainly Frost at this point. I have a little bit of fire skills, but I actually got most of my spec from the talent builder app for Ordering Chaos. So I'm just going to show you my different talents here. I'll start with Skyfire. So right here I have 1 point in Shockwave, 5 points in Improved Fireball, 3 points in Burnout, which helps Shockwave, 1 point in Cyclone, 3 points in Elemental Release, 1 point in Fire Barrage. That's really helpful. I recommend that you at least spec to there. 5 points in Flame Charge, which helps with Fire Barrage. I have Lightning Bolt, but that barely helps me, so I wouldn't really recommend that unless you want to use it in PvP. I just added this for an extra point so I could get to Windwalker. And Windwalker is really helpful for basically everything in this game you're going to come across, so I recommend that. So here's my Permafrost spec. I have 5 points in Improved Firebolt, 3 points in Shield Energy, 1 point in Frost Blast, 3 points in Ice Burst, which helps Frost Blast, 1 point in Winter Sleep, 5 points in Chill Brain, 1 point in Rock Piercing, and that's really helpful when you don't have a lot of mana. 5 points, or 3 points to increase the Rock Piercing. I just added these points to get to one of the skills over here, so, I mean, if you want to increase your stamina, that's fine, or you could just wear stamina gear. Water Prison, this puts your enemy in a bubble. That's really helpful in PvP. Stone Armor, that's incredibly helpful when you're farming. It increases your armor, and also in dungeons. Permafrost, that's probably the most important skill, and that's why you want to spec this far, so you can get Permafrost. And I would have put some more points here. I would have gotten 5 out of 5 in Frostwalker, which decreases the cooldown time of Permafrost. And finally, once you get all of those, you can get to Frozen Mind, which cools down all of your spells, so you can use it over again. I think the cooldown for this is like 5 minutes or something, so you're only going to want to use it when like your Permafrost is down and some of your other important skills are down. So I would recommend this spec because I use it so frequently, but I'm not a master at Mage. I just found this to be really helpful, this spec right here. So I'll show some of the stats here. Let's see. For spell attack, 146 for the spell damage, hit chance at 109, and critical chance at 44. Of course, you can increase that when you get better gear, but that's my bonus at this point. So thanks for asking the question of the day, and if you guys have another question for me, you can just leave it in the comments below. If you want a shout out, you can also leave it in the comments below, or contact me through any of the links in the description. So thanks for watching this little segment right here. Alright guys, so I know I just ended that segment right there, but actually while I was editing this episode, a new Nova 3 teaser trailer was released. This hasn't been released on the official Gameloft Facebook page or YouTube page yet, but it has been confirmed by various different sources, and I'm just going to show you guys the trailer and commentate over it, and then give my new impressions of Nova 3. I already have good impressions of them, as you can see, but this just increases everything for me, so I'm just going to commentate over it. Right here, of course, you see the Gameloft logo, and it's suspected that Gameloft Montreal might be developing this. So here you see the character, and he's sliding down a building in Los Angeles, and he lands there. Then he's running, and you can see his gun already, and it tilts, and he's shooting these alien creatures in San Francisco. One of them's flying, he throws a grenade. You can see some ragdoll physics there, grenade launcher, and just a whole bunch of stuff happened right there. You saw the different guns moving side to side. Right there you saw it said May 2012, so it actually will be out next month. Now that trailer just looks amazing. I can already imagine how the graphics look on the iPad. I think it goes without saying that I'm really stoked for this game, and I cannot wait to see what Gameloft has to offer with the whole single player campaign. We just saw snippets of that, and especially the multiplayer. If it'll all be taking place in San Francisco, I guess we'll have to see. But it looks like there's a threat to Earth in this one, as I said, and the Nova troops are going to have to fight off that threat. So this one looks like it has a lot more space in it. and it takes place in a city environment, but it doesn't really try too hard to make it look futuristic. It just looks like a normal city. And that's why I think this will probably be the best Nova yet. Gameloft has never done anything like this where they make a sci-fi game in a city setting. So I'm really, really anxious to see how they pull this off. And I will definitely be showing this when it comes out and evaluating more trailers if they come out as well. So okay, so that's the episode for today. I hope you guys liked it. Go away, kitty. Okay. I know I didn't have any guest stars this episode, but I will be having some next week, hopefully, in episode 27 and hopefully episode 28. I'm going to do another doubleheader this week. One of the guest stars I'll be talking with will be for Ordering Chaos, and I'm going to have another Q&A episode. And we're going to be talking about how far Ordering Chaos has come and what we expect for the future after this 1 year anniversary with no update, unfortunately. And we'll speculate on the new dungeon if no new details arrive on it. Also, I hopefully will be having another Noobs with iPads episode this weekend with B-Nates Gamer and possibly a guest star. This one will probably be about Minecraft, which actually received an update this week, which added crafting and a few other things. So hopefully we'll be playing that, and you'll see all three of our screens either building something creative or trying to survive the longest. I'm not really sure. Hopefully that will be this weekend, but I'm not going to make any promises on that. And that'll probably be out by Monday on me and B&H channel, so you can look forward to that. So next week, as I said, I'll be having that Q&A episode with probably someone who's been on the show before, or maybe multiple people. We'll see. I'll be having more news and shoutouts. I'll do that segment once again. If there is any new gaming news, hopefully on Nova 3, or maybe on Ordering Chaos. And I'll be showing more Mass Effect Infiltrator. I think we're nearing the end of the game now. I'll be showing more Max Payne, and I'll be progressing in that game with you guys. And I'll, of course, be showing more Ordering Chaos, whatever content I may be able to show. And I'll be having more guest stars on various different games. So I hope you guys liked this episode, and if you did, please subscribe, like this video, and comment for any feedback, question of the day, or even if you want a shout out. And you can visit the Facebook page, which is facebook.com/2by4hardcore, all spelled out, and you can like that page. I'm at about 50 likes right now, so that's progress. Or you can follow me on Twitter for the latest updates, which I update more than 2 times a day, so you can follow me there. All the links are in the description. So I hope you guys liked this episode. I know I didn't have any guest stars, and I wanted to wish Ordering Chaos a happy anniversary one final time. Hopefully we will see Ordering Chaos on its 2nd anniversary. I mean, hopefully Gameloft will learn from their mistakes, and they won't continue to let people scam and hack the bosses and stuff, all the stuff that's been going on. And they'll listen to us about PvP arenas, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So I don't want to ramble on too much, but I hope you guys enjoyed the episode one last time, and I will see you guys in a few days.